Welcome to Nomenclature Part 2. I have circled here a propyl group. Clearly, it is a 3-carbon group. Here's the condensed version of the same group. Today we're going to learn that there are different versions of groups that are not straight chains. Iso, sec, and tert have branching. An isopropyl group has just a V pattern. The 3 carbons are here, but the longest chain in the group is only 2. I'll give you the heads up on drawing an iso group. You draw one less than the name indicates. The name indicates 3. You draw 2 in a chain, and then you branch the third one at the end. Let's see if you can follow that logic to draw an isobutyl group. Drawing an isobutyl group, you should draw 3 in a row, because 3 is propyl, which is 1 less than butyl. And you branch it at the end. We'll move this over. So, here's your 3 in a row. And you put the V, or the branch, at the end. Condensed formulas are more time consuming. There's an isopropyl in the condensed version. A sec group, follow the same initial steps as drawing the iso group. Draw 1 less than the name indicates. So I'm going to be drawing a propyl first. And don't put the branch at the end. Put it on the first carbon. So once again, I drew a propyl group, 1 less than butyl, but I put the branched methyl on the very first carbon. Condensed. We have this. On the first carbon there's a methyl. That's what the parentheses indicate here. And then the rest of the propyl. A tert group has a double branch off the first carbon. So a double methyl off of carbon 1 means you're going to draw 2 less than butyl. That is an ethyl. And you put a double methyl off of the first carbon. I like to call this a chicken foot because it looks a little like a chicken foot. The condensed is this. Looking back, I notice I forgot to draw the condensed version for isobutyl. That would have a CH2 before the C with the branch. All right. We've seen iso that has the V on the end, iso with the V on the end, sec with the branch right away, and tert with 2 branches right away. Let's see if we can put that to use in doing other isos, secs, and terts. Strategy for iso-nonyl is to draw one less than nonyl, which would be octyl. Here's an octyl. The branch goes at the very end. Going from 1 to 7. Oops, I think I grabbed the wrong number. There we have it. Octyl with an extra carbon makes nonyl. Branched on the end makes iso. Sec dodecyl. I need to draw one less than dodecyl, which is undecyl. I'll do my best. Oh, just made it. I want the branched carbon on the first carbon, the one that's attached to the chain, going from 1 to 11, with the 12th carbon being the branched carbon that's immediately off the carbon attached to the chain. Tert heptyl, my strategy is to draw 2 less than heptyl, which is pentyl. And do a double branch off the first carbon. Once again, pentyl, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I went a little too far. There's pentyl, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6, 7 for the branched ones on the first carbon. There's an alternate naming system for branched groups. It's the systematic UPAC naming system. You must begin with a parenthesis because you're going to put a number here indicating where the branched carbon is sticking off, and it's off of 1. It's a methyl group attached to an ethyl. The reason we need the parentheses here is because this 1 represents the position in the group where the methyl is attached. It does not represent the position on the chain where the group is attached. We will address that later. Following this logic, the systematic name for this group, being a 3-carbon group with a methyl off of the second carbon, would be 2-methyl propyl. Same logic here. Systematic name for that group would be a 1,1 dimethyl ethyl. Down here, a 1-methyl propyl. Over here, a 1-methyl octyl. Here, a 1-methyl undecyl. And here, a 1,1 dimethyl pentyl. For our final exercise, we're going to draw this name here. And if you're having trouble reading this, I will copy the name over here Rotate it 90 for your viewing pleasure. And there's the same name. So we're going to draw a 20 carbon chain, icosane. Should put it more towards the middle here. We have on carbon 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. We have a hexyl that is a sec pattern. On carbon 9, we have 2 groups, isoheptyl, and I use the systematic name here. A hexyl that has a methyl on the 3rd position and a bromo on the 2nd. And on carbon 7 we have a tertpentyl. Let's get busy. Approach for drawing a sec hexyl is to draw a pentyl first off of carbon 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does not have to look pretty. Verifying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the branch goes on the immediately attached carbon, the one attached to the chain, to make it a sec group. On carbon 9, I draw one less than heptyl, which is hexyl. 6 carbons off of 9. Because it's iso, the branch goes at the very end, making a V pattern. Not a very pretty V, but it's a V right there. Also off of 9, you're going to draw a hexyl group. Missed. That has a bromo off of the 2nd carbon. Reminder, carbon 1 is always the one attached to the chain. Bromine off of this one. And the next carbon in gets a methyl.